This is the story of Rapunzel if things went very, very wrong. What Once Was Mine by Liz Braswell is Disney's Rapunzel Twisted Tale. When Rapunzel's mother became sick, the kingdom went searching for a miracle. And they found it, but it was not the magical golden flower from a single drop of sunlight. It was a flower from a single drop of moonlight. Nobody had ever seen one before, so no one knew a difference. They concocted a potion and the queen was saved. A child was born with silver hair that glowed like moonlight. And when she cried, a nursemaid went over to console her, and the moment she touched the baby's head, the nursemaid dropped to the floor, lifeless. Everyone's safety was now suddenly in jeopardy, and the king and queen had to make a horrible choice. They made the decision to put Rapunzel into the care of a witch that could control her power, at least until she was old enough to control it herself. None other than Mother Gothel weaseled her way into the role. She was hired for a huge sum and raised Rapunzel in a tower in the forest. The child grew into a beautiful young woman who kept her long hair braided up and covered in charms to help control her magic. A few days before her 19th birthday, she asked Mother Gothel about the floating lights. And just like in the movie, Gothel says no. But she still agrees to go get her paint. Gothel left and Rapunzel made her way out of the tower. The day before, she had seen a man run into their tower area and stow something away in the hollow of a tree. And she wanted to know what it was. Turns out it was a crown, along with a wanted poster of Flynn Rider. She decided she was going to find the wanted criminal and make him take her to see the floating lights. In exchange for the crown, of course. Following the only path out of the forest, it led her straight to the Snuggly Duckling. She charmed everyone inside and became quick friends with an up-and-coming thug named Gina. She agreed to help Rapunzel find Flynn. They found him, but also a whole lot of trouble. Meanwhile, Gothel was making arrangements to auction Rapunzel to the highest bidder. Leaders of other countries wanted to wield her power as a weapon. But a few realized why pay for something when they could just take it. So they invaded the kingdom looking for the girl with the magic hair. Rapunzel, Gina, and Flynn ended up sheltering with Gina's mom, who happened to be a white witch. She helped Rapunzel with her power. They figured out that her strength revolved around the moon cycles. Full moons meant healing, and new moons meant the opposite. Through a twist of events, Rapunzel was actually captured by an enemy kingdom, but she was rescued by her friends. They returned her to her real home, to the comfort and safety of her own kingdom, where she could finally hug her real parents. Rapunzel and Flynn were eventually married. Gina went off seeking adventure, and a spy from another country found the real magical golden flower. And Gothel was never heard from again. The entire kingdom lived happily ever after.